Friends, brothers and sisters, have you ever felt the weight of an impossible task, a seemingly insurmountable wall standing between you and your destiny? Today, we journey back to a time when the children of Israel, after 40 long years in the wilderness, faced their own Jericho, a city seemingly impenetrable, the symbol of doubt and despair. This is the story of Jericho, a tale not just of war and conquest, but of faith, obedience, and the unwavering promise of God. A story that echoes even to this day, speaking directly to the challenges we face in our own lives. Think of your own Jericho. What seemingly insurmountable wall stands in your path? Let us explore together as we delve into the fall of Jericho, a story that will stir your soul and ignite your faith. The journey from slavery in Egypt to the Promised Land was arduous. 40 years wandering the desert, a generation lost, yet the promise remained. Remember the words to Moses, "I will make you into a great nation," Exodus chapter 19 verse 6. Now under the leadership of Joshua, the successor to Moses, a new generation stood at the threshold of Canaan. Before them lay the Jordan, a formidable barrier, yet through faith and obedience God parted the waters, mirroring the parting of the Red Sea, a testament to His unwavering faithfulness. He had led them through the desert, and now He would lead them into the Promised Land. But their first challenge was Jericho, a city unlike any they had encountered. Jericho was a fortress, a city of formidable walls, described in Joshua chapter 6 verse 1 as strongly fortified. Imagine its towering ramparts, its impenetrable defenses, a stark contrast to the nomadic life they had known. It represented more than just a physical barrier. It symbolized the seemingly insurmountable obstacles that often block our path to fulfilling God's purpose in our lives. It was a symbol of doubt, fear, and the uncertainty that can grip our hearts when facing overwhelming challenges. Yet in the face of this seemingly impossible task, God provided a plan that would challenge their understanding and test the depths of their faith. A plan that would demonstrate not just military might, but the power of unwavering obedience to His divine will. For even the mightiest walls crumble before the unwavering faith and obedience to the Almighty. This was not a battle to be won through conventional warfare, but through a unique strategy orchestrated by God Himself. The battle for Jericho was first and foremost a spiritual battle, a testament to the power of faith and the unwavering promise of God. This plan, revealed to Joshua in a vision, was unconventional, almost absurd. March around the city for 7 days, once a day, the priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant, the symbol of God's presence, leading the way. Imagine the scene. Thousands of Israelites, weary from years of wandering, obediently circling a seemingly impregnable fortress, their faith the only weapon in their arsenal. No swords clashed, no arrows flew, no battering rams thundered against the walls. Their strength lay not in their arms but in their unwavering belief in God's promise. Can you picture it? The sun beating down on their backs, the dust swirling around their feet, the rhythmic beat of their footsteps echoing through the silent streets outside Jericho's walls. This was an act of faith, a public declaration of their reliance on God, a demonstration of their trust in His divine plan. Think about your own Jericho. What seemingly insurmountable obstacle is blocking your path? Is it a relationship gone sour, a financial crisis, a health problem, a career setback, or perhaps a deep-seated fear or insecurity? Maybe it's a wall of self-doubt, built brick by brick over years of negative self-talk. Whatever your Jericho might be, remember the Israelites' journey. Their obedience wasn't blind, it stemmed from witnessing God's faithfulness throughout their arduous journey. They had seen His power firsthand, experienced His deliverance, and felt His unwavering presence. Their obedience was a response to a history of God's faithfulness. What about your own history? What experiences have shaped your faith? What moments have demonstrated God's faithfulness in your life? Have you seen His hand at work, even in the midst of hardship and despair? Reflect on those moments. Allow them to strengthen your faith, to build your confidence in His power to overcome any obstacle. The Israelites' march around Jericho wasn't a mere ritual. It was an act of faith built upon a foundation of past experiences. Their obedience was a testament to their trust in God's ability to deliver. On the 7th day, after 6 days of silent marching, a different instruction came. 7 times they circled the city, and then at God's command they shouted. A mighty shout, a unified cry of faith, echoing their trust and obedience. It was a release of all their pent-up frustration, fear, and doubt, replaced by a powerful surge of faith and confidence in God's promise. Imagine that sound, a chorus of thousands of voices, their collective faith shaking the very foundations of Jericho's walls. It was not merely a sound, it was a spiritual weapon, a force that unleashed God's power, and the walls, symbols of their doubt and despair, crumbled. This wasn't a victory achieved through human strength or military strategy. It was a divine intervention, a testament to the power of unwavering faith and obedience. The fall of Jericho serves as a profound reminder that even the most formidable obstacles can be overcome through trust in God's plan. It's a reminder that sometimes the most effective weapon isn't a sword, but unwavering faith. So, what's your Jericho? What's your seemingly impenetrable wall? What steps can you take, mirroring the Israelites' journey to overcome it through faith and obedience? Remember, God's plan may not always be what we expect, but His power is always sufficient. He has a plan for your life, a promise waiting to be fulfilled. The journey may be arduous, but the reward is immeasurable. The journey starts with faith, continues with obedience, and culminates in victory. Let's delve deeper into this concept of your Jericho. It's not just about a literal wall, it's a metaphor for any significant obstacle in your life. Maybe it's a crippling fear, a persistent addiction, a broken relationship, a career plateau, or even a deep-seated insecurity. Whatever it is, it's something that feels insurmountable, something that keeps you trapped, preventing you from moving forward and experiencing the fullness of God's plan for your life. Think about it. What is that wall for you? Describe it. Don't just label it. Paint a vivid picture. What color is it? How high is it? What materials is it made of? Is it smooth and impassable, or does it have cracks, weaknesses, places where you might find a foothold? This exercise isn't just about identifying the problem. It's about confronting it, understanding its nature, and acknowledging its power over you. Only then can you begin to dismantle it. The Israelites didn't just magically overcome Jericho. Their journey was a process, a testament to perseverance and unwavering faith. They marched around that city for 6 days, a seemingly pointless exercise. Imagine the doubt that must have crept in, the whispers of discouragement, the temptation to give up, the nagging feeling that they were wasting their time. But they persevered. Their obedience wasn't born from a lack of questioning. It was born from a deep-seated trust in God's plan, a trust nurtured by past experiences of His faithfulness. Your journey to overcome your own Jericho will likely be similar. There will be days of seemingly fruitless effort, moments of doubt and despair. There will be times when you question God's plan, when you wonder if it's even worth the struggle. But remember the Israelites. Remember their perseverance. Remember the power of consistent, unwavering faith, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Think about the small victories along the way, those seemingly insignificant steps of obedience, those moments when you chose faith over fear, those instances where you trusted God's plan despite the uncertainty. These are the building blocks of your faith, the bricks that you'll use to build your own fortress against doubt and despair. Celebrate those small victories. Acknowledge God's hand in your life, even in the small things, because it is in these small victories that your faith is strengthened, your confidence grows, and your ability to overcome your Jericho is enhanced. And remember the shout. On the 7th day they didn't just march, they shouted. It wasn't a passive act, it was an active declaration of faith, a powerful expression of their trust in God's promise. What is your shout? How will you express your faith, your trust, your unwavering belief in God's power to overcome your obstacle? Will it be through prayer, through worship, through service to others, through a bold step of faith? Find your voice. Let your faith ring out. Let it shake the foundations of your Jericho. Your shout, your declaration of faith, might not be a literal shout. It might be a quiet whisper of prayer in the stillness of the night, a heartfelt song of praise rising from your soul, a selfless act of kindness extended to someone in need. It might be the courage to speak truth to power, even when it's uncomfortable. It might be the willingness to forgive, even when forgiveness feels impossible. It could even be the simple act of choosing gratitude over resentment, of focusing on the blessings in your life, instead of dwelling on the challenges. The key is authenticity. Your shout must come from the depths of your being, a genuine expression of your faith and trust in God. It can't be a forced performance. It must be a heartfelt offering, a testament to your unwavering belief in His power. Consider the story of David and Goliath. David, a young shepherd boy, faced a seemingly insurmountable obstacle. A giant warrior, armed to the teeth, who terrorized the Israelite army. The odds were overwhelmingly stacked against him. Yet David, armed with only a slingshot and unwavering faith in God, faced Goliath with courage and confidence. His shout wasn't a literal roar, it was a declaration of faith expressed through his actions. He refused to be intimidated by Goliath's size and strength. He trusted in God's power to deliver him from the giant's threat. And as we know, God answered his unspoken prayer, using the seemingly insignificant weapon of a slingshot to bring down the mighty Goliath. David's story reminds us that our shout doesn't need to be loud or dramatic to be effective. It needs to be authentic, genuine, and rooted in faith. It needs to reflect a deep trust in God's power and a willingness to step out in faith, even when the odds are stacked against us. Think about your own Goliath. What is the seemingly insurmountable obstacle in your life that you're facing? What are the whispers of doubt and fear that are trying to hold you back? How can you, like David, approach your Goliath with courage, confidence, and unwavering faith in God's power? Remember, your journey to overcome your Jericho won't be easy. It will require perseverance, resilience, and a willingness to trust God's plan, even when you don't understand it. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed, discouraged, and tempted to give up. But in those moments, remember the Israelites, remember David, and remember the power of your own shout, your authentic expression of faith and trust in God. Let that faith fuel your perseverance, strengthen your resolve, and guide you towards victory. Don't underestimate the power of a quiet prayer, a selfless act, a moment of gratitude. These seemingly small acts of faith can be the most powerful shouts of all. They are the bricks that build your fortress against doubt and despair, the steps that lead you towards the fulfillment of God's purpose for your life. This journey is not a sprint, it is a marathon of faith. Stay the course. And that brings us to the importance of community. Your journey to your own Jericho, your personal Goliath, isn't meant to be a solitary trek. Remember the Israelites. They marched around those walls together, their collective faith, a powerful force, a symphony of shouts, both silent and vocal, echoing in unison. This collective faith amplified their individual strengths, bolstering their courage, and ultimately leading them to victory. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with people who understand your struggle, who will lift you up when you falter, who will remind you of God's unwavering love and support. These are your fellow warriors, your spiritual comrades, who will march alongside you, sharing the burden and celebrating the victories. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable with them. Share your doubts, your fears, your triumphs. Their support will be a lifeline, a source of strength when you feel your own faith waning. Think of the power of shared prayer. When multiple voices rise in unison, petitioning God for strength, guidance, and deliverance, the impact is exponentially greater. The collective energy of faith creates a powerful force field, shielding you from the negativity and doubt that seeks to undermine your spirit. Find a supportive church community, a small group, or even just a close friend or family member with whom you can share your journey and pray together. This shared faith will become an anchor in the storm, a beacon of hope guiding you towards your promised land. Remember, silence can be a powerful form of shout as well. Sometimes, the most effective communication with God is through quiet contemplation, through a heart filled with gratitude and humility. In the stillness, you can hear His voice more clearly, receive His guidance more profoundly, and feel His presence more intimately. Don't underestimate the power of quiet reflection, of spending time in nature, or of simply being present in the moment, allowing God's peace to wash over you. Consider the practice of journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and prayers can be a powerful tool for self-reflection and spiritual growth. It allows you to process your emotions, identify your struggles, and articulate your faith in a tangible way. Through journaling, you can track your progress, celebrate your victories, and learn from your setbacks. It becomes a record of your spiritual journey, a testament to your unwavering faith and perseverance. It's a silent shout to yourself, a reminder of your strength and resilience. And finally, remember that this journey is not a race. It's a marathon, a lifelong commitment to walking with God, trusting in His plan, and embracing the challenges that come your way. There will be moments of doubt, moments of despair, moments when you question your faith. But these moments are not failures. They are opportunities for growth, for deepening your relationship with God, and for strengthening your resolve. Embrace the journey, cherish the lessons, and never give up on your shout, your authentic expression of faith and trust in God's unwavering love. Keep marching, keep praying, keep believing. Your Jericho awaits. Now, let's talk about obstacles. You'll face them. That's not a threat, it's a promise. Every journey of faith, every climb towards a higher understanding, involves navigating difficult terrain. Think of it like this: the smoother the path, the less likely you are to truly appreciate the summit. The challenges you encounter aren't meant to break you. They're designed to forge you, to refine your faith, to reveal the strength you never knew you possessed. One common obstacle is doubt. It's a sneaky adversary, whispering insidious lies in the quiet moments, attempting to erode your confidence and undermine your belief. Don't let it take root. Acknowledge the doubt, examine its source, and then actively choose faith. Remember the promises you've made, the experiences that have strengthened your belief, and the unwavering love of God. Doubt is a visitor, not a resident. Don't give it a permanent lease on your mind. Another hurdle is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of judgment. These are all natural human emotions. But fear is a liar. It magnifies threats and minimizes your capabilities. When fear creeps in, remember the countless times God has delivered you in the past. Recall His faithfulness, His unwavering presence in your life. Remember that He doesn't give us more than we can handle. He equips us with the strength and resources we need to overcome our fears. Embrace the fear, acknowledge it, then step forward in faith. Then there's the temptation to compare yourself to others. Social media especially can be a breeding ground for envy and self-doubt. It's easy to get caught up in the highlight reels of other people's lives, forgetting that everyone's journey is unique and unfolds at its own pace. Focus on your own path, your own growth, your own relationship with God. Celebrate your victories, learn from your setbacks, and resist the urge to compare your behind-the-scenes struggles with someone else's perfectly curated public image. Finally, remember the importance of perseverance. This journey isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be times when you feel exhausted, discouraged, and ready to give up, but those are precisely the moments when you need to dig deep, find your inner strength, and keep moving forward. Remember why you started this journey, what motivates you, and the promises you've made to yourself and to God. Perseverance is a testament to your faith, a demonstration of your unwavering commitment to your spiritual growth. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep shouting your faith, even when your voice is weak. Keep your eyes fixed on the prize, on the promised land that awaits you. The journey may be challenging, but the destination is worth it. And remember, I'm here for you every step of the way. Let's talk about community. It's so easy to isolate ourselves, especially when facing challenges. We build walls around our hearts, believing that vulnerability is weakness. But true strength lies in connection, in sharing our burdens and celebrating our triumphs with others who understand our journey. Find your tribe, your spiritual family. These are the people who will lift you up when you fall, who will offer a listening ear when you're hurting, and who will celebrate your victories with genuine joy. Don't underestimate the power of shared experiences, of mutual support, and of the collective strength of faith. Think about the early church, how they supported each other, sharing their resources and their lives. They weren't perfect, they faced persecution, hardship, and doubt, just like we do. But their unwavering commitment to each other, their shared faith, gave them the strength to persevere. They found solace in community, a source of strength that helped them navigate the storms of life. We need that same kind of support today. Finding your community might involve joining a small group at your church, connecting with others online who share your beliefs, or even forming a support group with friends or family who understand your spiritual journey. Don't be afraid to reach out, to share your struggles, to ask for help. It's a sign of strength, not weakness, to acknowledge your need for support. Remember, we are not meant to walk this path alone. God designed us for connection, for community, for the mutual encouragement and support that comes from shared faith. And within that community, remember the importance of forgiveness. Forgiving others and forgiving yourself is crucial to your spiritual growth. Holding on to resentment and anger will only weigh you down, poisoning your spirit and hindering your progress. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions. It means releasing the burden of bitterness and choosing to move forward in peace. It's a powerful act of faith, a testament to your commitment to healing and growth. It's a gift you give yourself as much as to others. Remember, God forgave you. Extend that same grace to others. Finally, within this community, remember the power of service. Serving others is a powerful way to deepen your faith, to step outside of yourself, and to experience the transformative power of love in action. It can be as simple as volunteering at a local soup kitchen, visiting a sick friend, or offering a helping hand to someone in need. When we focus on the needs of others, we often find that our own burdens seem lighter, our own struggles less significant. Serving others is a powerful reminder that we are all interconnected, that we are part of a larger community, and that our faith is meant to be lived out in tangible ways. It's a way to express your gratitude for the blessings in your life, and to strengthen your connection with God and with others. This active participation in your faith community reinforces the bonds and strengthens your own spirit. So we've talked about community, forgiveness, and service. 3 pillars I believe that support a strong and vibrant faith. Let's delve a little deeper into each, exploring some practical ways you can integrate these principles into your daily life. Think about community. It's not just about attending Sunday service, though that's certainly a vital part. True community involves genuine connection, a sense of belonging where you feel seen, heard, and valued for who you are, flaws and all. It's about sharing your joys and sorrows, your triumphs and failures, with people who understand and offer unwavering support. This might mean joining a Bible study, volunteering for a church project, or simply spending time with like-minded individuals who share your faith. Consider reaching out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. A simple phone call or email can make a world of difference. Now, forgiveness. This is often the hardest, isn't it? Holding on to anger and resentment is like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, constantly dragging you down. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's about releasing the grip that bitterness has on your heart and spirit. It's about choosing to let go of the pain, to break free from the cycle of negativity. It's a process, not a one-time event, and it may require seeking professional guidance or counseling if the hurt is deep-seated. Start small. Forgive a minor infraction, a small slight. Practice letting go of the little things, and as you build that muscle, you'll find it easier to address the larger hurts. Remember, forgiveness is not just for others. It's also crucial for self-forgiveness. We all make mistakes, we all fall short. Learning to forgive ourselves is a vital step towards spiritual wholeness. And finally, service. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about the small acts of kindness, the quiet moments of compassion. It's about seeing the needs of others and responding with generosity and love. It could be something as simple as helping an elderly neighbor with their groceries, offering a listening ear to a friend in need, or donating to a charity that aligns with your values. Find a cause that resonates with you, something that speaks to your heart and allows you to channel your faith into action. The act of serving others brings a profound sense of fulfillment, a feeling of connection to something larger than yourself. It shifts your focus outward, away from your own anxieties and worries, and allows you to experience the joy of making a difference in the lives of others. Remember, true faith is not just a feeling, it's a way of life, expressed through our actions, our interactions, and our commitment to serving others. It's about living out your faith, not just talking about it. These 3 elements, community, forgiveness, and service, are interconnected, mutually reinforcing. They work together to create a strong foundation for your spiritual journey. Now let's delve a little deeper into each of these areas. We talked about community, and I want you to think about the specific communities you're already a part of. Is there a sense of belonging? Do you feel supported and encouraged? If not, don't be afraid to explore other options. Maybe it's a book club centered around faith-based literature, a volunteer organization working with the homeless, or even an online forum for people grappling with similar spiritual questions. The key is to find a space where you feel accepted, understood, and challenged to grow. Don't underestimate the power of shared experiences. Sharing your struggles and celebrating your victories with others strengthens your faith and helps you feel less alone in your journey. Remember that sense of belonging isn't just about finding a group. It's also about nurturing the relationships within that group. Invest time in getting to know the people around you, listening to their stories, and offering your support in return. Let's talk more about forgiveness. It's a powerful act, not just for the person you're forgiving, but for yourself. Holding on to resentment is like carrying a poison. It harms you far more than the person you're angry at. I've seen it countless times. People clinging to past hurts, letting them define their present and future. It's a heavy burden. Sometimes, the process of forgiveness requires journaling, writing down your feelings, your hurt, your anger. It can be cathartic to get it out, to acknowledge the pain without necessarily condoning the actions that caused it. Other times, talking to a trusted friend, a family member, or a therapist can be incredibly helpful. They can offer a different perspective, help you process your emotions, and guide you through the steps of letting go. Remember, forgiveness is not condoning the actions of others. It's about releasing yourself from the prison of bitterness. It's about choosing peace over anger, healing over hurt. And don't forget self-forgiveness. Be kind to yourself. We all make mistakes, and it's crucial to learn from them, not to be defined by them. Finally, service. Think about the unique talents and skills you possess. How can you use those gifts to serve others? It doesn't have to be a massive undertaking. Maybe you're a gifted writer. You could volunteer to write newsletters for a local charity. Perhaps you're a skilled musician. You could offer to play at a nursing home. Maybe you're a great listener. You could simply be a friend to someone who needs support. The possibilities are endless. Look for opportunities to serve within your community, your church, or even your own family. The act of giving, of putting others' needs before your own, is incredibly rewarding. It connects you to something larger than yourself, reminding you of your purpose and your connection to something divine. It fosters empathy, compassion, and a deep sense of gratitude. And it's often in these quiet acts of service, these seemingly small gestures, that we find the greatest spiritual growth. It's a powerful way to demonstrate your faith, not through words, but through meaningful actions. Think about it. What small act of service can you perform today? What small step can you take to deepen your connection to community, forgiveness, and service? Now let's delve a little deeper into the concept of community. It's not just about belonging to a group. It's about actively participating, contributing, and nurturing the relationships within that group. Think about your own community. Is it your family, your workplace, your church, your book club, your online gaming group? Wherever you find yourself regularly interacting with others, that's your community. And within each of these communities, there are opportunities for growth, for learning, for deepening your connections with others. Consider your family. Are you actively listening to your family members? Are you making an effort to understand their perspectives, even when they differ from your own? Family relationships can be complex, filled with both joy and conflict, but it's through navigating these complexities, through actively engaging in communication and empathy, that we truly grow. Sometimes, it means having difficult conversations, expressing your needs, and setting healthy boundaries. Other times, it simply means showing up, being present, and offering your unconditional love and support. And what about your workplace? Think about the relationships you have with your colleagues. Are you fostering collaboration and mutual respect? Are you supporting your teammates, offering help when needed, celebrating their successes? A positive and supportive work environment is crucial for both individual and collective success. It's in these collaborative efforts that we learn from each other, develop our skills, and build a sense of shared purpose. Even if you work remotely, there are still opportunities to build community through virtual team meetings, online forums, and informal chats. Now let's consider the broader community, your neighborhood, your city, your country. What are the issues facing your community? How can you contribute to positive change? This might involve volunteering your time at a local charity, participating in community events, or simply being a good neighbor. It's about actively engaging in the life of your community, contributing your talents and skills, and working together to solve problems and improve the lives of others. Consider even smaller acts, picking up litter in your neighborhood park, offering to help an elderly neighbor with their groceries, or simply smiling and saying hello to the people you encounter. These small gestures can make a big difference in building a sense of connection and belonging. Remember that community is built, not simply found. It requires intentionality, effort, and a willingness to invest in relationships. It's a reciprocal process. You give and you receive. You support others and they support you. And in that exchange, you discover a deeper sense of purpose and belonging. Think about the ripple effect of your actions, how your kindness and support can inspire others to do the same, creating a more compassionate and connected world. So I leave you with this. What small act of connection will you make today to strengthen your relationships and build a more meaningful life? To learn more about building stronger connections and fostering deeper relationships, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos, and be sure to check out my next video on effective communication techniques. Until then, take care and keep connecting. Ciao, Marco.